What is happening, everybody? My name's Seven and welcome to a Ghost Recon Wildlands video. Now in today's video I've got something exciting to feed you all. Bad choice of words, hence we're talking about the Yeti. Now Ubisoft have received a lot of feedback in regards to the Yeti, and a lot of players are disappointed that they can't have the Yeti face paint, nor can they have the Yeti patch. Now you're only able to get this if you'd completed the 5 challenges during the seasonal challenge. So this is going to be what next week's challenge will be. They're bringing those challenges back, basically allowing you guys, if you missed out on it, to redo the challenges and be able to get these extra items that people want to get. So you will have a last chance at going back and being able to get the Yeti face pin and the patch. Now, to help with the whole tier 1 system that is currently within the game itself, when you complete one of the solo steps, you will be gifted 2,500 XP and 2,500 resources of each type per solo step that you complete. Now, within this video itself, I'll be showing you the steps that will help you find the Yeti. Everything from the 5 different locations to the killing of the Yeti. So if you watch this video either now and go and check the places prior, or come back next week and watch it when it goes live again, this will help you find the Yeti, complete these challenges, get that XP, get those resources, the face paint and the patch. I wish you all the very best when it comes to completing these challenges, and I hope this video guides you well. Now, the first step in finding the Yeti will be finding the Cipher. Now, this Cipher is what you use to decode all of the notes that are at each of these individual locations, and these all provide certain pinpoint locations on the map, so the longitude and the latitude, which then eventually triangulates and helps you find the Yeti. But don't worry, you won't have to do this. I'll do all that for you. Now, the location of this first item is near Inca Camina Charlie, so all you have to do is spawn here, and this is in the bottom left hand corner of the map. Now, spawn in a helicopter and you want to then come down to the location I'm showing you on the map. There's a set of zigzags on the road. Pull to the left slightly and place a marker exactly where I've placed it. Now, if you go here, this will help you find the first part of all these 5 different steps. It's very, very easy, and all you have to do is, like I say, place a marker there and head over and you will find the Cipher. So now that you've landed, you'll appear at this location where there appears to be some form of a crash or an attack. Now, the vehicle in front of us, you can actually drive this too, and when we have a look around, you've got a fuel tanker, and then you've got a dead Unidad soldier who's had his throat slit, hence why he's got his hands around his throat, so he's been killed. You've got a set of binoculars and that Jeep, so you can drive that Jeep, and it is ultimately very rare. You've also got another guy here who's dropped his walkie-talkie, his radio, and now he's died as well, and he's been killed. And it's all a very weird setting. You can see blood splatter all over his thing, and he's obviously taken a bullet to the head. Now, if you move a little bit further up here, you will find a Yeti Hunter. Now, this Hunter is dead on the floor. He has a backpack, and here is the Cipher right next to the Unidad soldier who's lying down dead on the floor. Now, this is the Cipher that we use to basically find all the different locations within this challenge. So if you want to find the notes on these other locations I'm about to show you, and you can use this that I'm showing you on screen right now to decipher all of these, and it'll give you longitude and latitudes that you'll be able to use to basically find the Yeti for yourself. But like I say, I'll be showing you all the locations within this video. Step number 2 of the Yeti challenge is going to be finding the Yeti Hunter who died on the cliffside. So I'll show you the location where you need to head to find this climber. So at the same place that you just spawned prior to go and find the Cipher, which is Inca Camina Charlie, down in the bottom left hand side of the map, you want to spawn here again at Inca Camina Charlie. If you haven't already went and picked up the Cipher, then you're crazy, but if you've already got it, then fly over to the location here. Now use the border where you see the point of the border right on top of the ridge of the mountains, roughly just from this point upwards, level straight up, and put a marker there approximately on the rock face. Now you want to fly over like I am right now with a helicopter, preferably, because obviously you're probably going to struggle to get here any other way unless you're somehow above and then you drop down progressively. But you're looking for the rock face that has the rope on it, and you'll find a rope as well as seeing it lead all the way up the rock face to the body of a dead climber. Now this is an actual Yeti Hunter. He failed obviously and he must have fallen. There's always many different stories about this, whether it was a Yeti or whether he just accidentally passed away while trying to find the Yeti. And once again, this is the dead on location where you will find this Yeti Hunter. Now what I had to do is I had to park my helicopter and then use my drone to fly up and spot the code. But once again, all you have to do is just get close to this guy. So if you fly your helicopter close to it like I am right now, it should unlock the challenge for you and you shouldn't have too many problems. If you take your drone up to go and see his body, you'll see that he's holding a note, which is the longitude and the latitude. You'll also see some meds, you'll see some random items around him. But like I say, if you want to decode this, then there is the code on screen. If you don't want to, then let's head on over to step number 3. Step number 3 is massively important, and it's also a really cool location. So using a helicopter, you need to head over and you need to go and hunt for the Yeti Cave. Now this is a very well designed area, and it's also really cool just to come back to even when you're not doing a Yeti hunt. I think it's one of my favorite locations within Wildlands. Now the area you want to come to is in the bottom left hand side of Inca Camina. It's also known as Inca Camina Delta. You want to just head straight over to where I'm showing you right now on screen and just place a marker on the ridge line that you see right here. The cave is somewhere around this location, and I'll show you it now. Now once you land here, I advise you come in here with a helicopter. You want to look for the rock face and the scenery that I'm showing you right now. Some people get confused and they don't end up finding the actual entrance. It is very obvious once you get used to the rocky landscape around here and you notice what rock is the entrance to the cave itself. This is really cool as well because you can just head straight up between the rocks and you'll be able to see some blood on the rocks around here as well as dead people, like the skulls of people lying within the snow and the dirt. Inside of the cave there are numerous bodies, especially of rebel leaders and the civilians. They've been killed by the Yeti and stored here within his actual cave, and it's pretty bloody gruesome. As well as the dead bodies, there's also numerous skulls and bones and rib cages and all that beautiful. Not really beautiful, it's pretty grim to be honest. And then there's 2 guys over in the corner who've been, well, I don't know, it looks like they're being tortured to be honest. And then there's a guy who's lying down here who is ultimately the one reason you will come here, especially if this is the first time you're doing this. There's a Unidad soldier who's been dragged from the fire and his blood is all over the place, including on the wall itself. Now the blood, of course the wounds are on the front, we cannot see this, but the blood from the wounds on his front have been used to draw the longitude and the latitude of the next point of triangulation. So this is the code. If you want to put this through the Cipher, this will help you find the next area that helps you ultimately find the Yeti. Now the next clue to help you find the Yeti is a crashed plane. Now this crashed plane constantly keeps playing the same sounds over and over again, and if you put it through and you translate it from Morse code, it gives you a longitude and latitude to mark on the map. Now the location you want to come to is Inca Camina Alpha. You want to spawn here, this is the closest spawn location, and you want to head over to the left hand side of the map. Now use the border just like I am here, and just in this kink here there is a small ravine, and the plane has unfortunately passed away in this ravine itself, but you'll be able to find it here, and if you have your sound on, you'll be able to hear the sound of the noise coming from the plane. As you can see, the plane didn't last very long. It did get completely destroyed upon impact. Apart from the radio itself is still remained, and if you come and stand next to this, it will complete the challenge for you. So as long as you find this, everything should be dandy, and if you have your sound on, you will hear the Morse code that I was talking about. Now this concludes stage number 4, and we're going to move on to the final stage, which will then help us then finally kill the Yeti. The final step before we go and kill the Yeti will be going and finding the campsite where you will find the Yeti Hunters. Now these guys are just like yourself, however they've passed away in the proceeds. You want to spawn on Inca Camina Delta, and the marker that I've placed on the map, this is just where I'll be spawning and picking up a helicopter. I definitely advise you getting a helicopter, and you want to fly to the location, which is 1.9 kilometers away, and it's just on the bottom section of the circle rim. Now at this area you will find the campsite. Now the campsite is really difficult to find because it blends in so well with the terrain, but this is exactly where it is right now. I'm showing you on screen. So here is the tents that were left behind by the Yeti Hunters. Once you arrive at the campsite itself, make sure you take a look around because there are posters and maps and loads of cool items that you can have a look at, as well as the one that you're trying to find to complete this challenge, which is the clipboard the rebel is holding in his hand. Now on this clipboard there is a code which is for the longitude and the latitude, so you can put this through the Cipher and it'll help help you find another location. So once again, here is the code, and it's just in the middle of this campsite. So now, with all these different areas having been visited, you should have completed all the challenges so far, bar killing the Yeti itself, and this is what I'm about to show you. This is how you summon the Yeti, and this is also how you go and kill him to get the face paint and the patch. Okay, so a little rock here. So there's a little rock here on the B marker, and it says check. So if I engage with that, that will spawn in the Yeti. So this is on this location. You got the latitude, which is minus 19.7418, and you've got the longitude, which is minus 66.6626. If you come to this location at the left-hand side of Inca Camina, you will find the rock you need to engage with. Now, I think you can do this at any point, so let's do it and see what happens. See if we can hear it. Oh, there we go. We completed solo challenge 2 out of 3. Oh, he spawned in, he spawned in. He's up there on the left. I knew it, so he did. He spawned in the second location. Fish. No, fish! I couldn't lie down. Dude, he one-shot killed me. Whoa. Okay. So at least I've experienced that firsthand, and you guys actually get proof of that. He does one-shot kill you. So he's 320 meters away. I hit him, but I've already got a silencer on. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Yes, there we go. I killed him. Whoa. Dude, so make sure you take your silencer off, guys. And then you go up to him and you want to check his body, and this will be when you collect the potential item. I just want to make sure I land in a... Oh my god. Oh my god. Worst parking ever. Right, let's search him. So I think we're taking pictures of him, but I can't see my phone doing it. But there we go. Congratulations, you've earned Solo Challenge Reward L Yeti Face Paint. So for completing everything, including all the solo challenges, I've now got the face paint and the Yeti ghillie suit. So if we go to challenges, let's have a look. There we go. I've completed them all. So all I've got to do is now is task force and help also do the community challenge as well. And there we are, guys. We are now dressed as El Yeti. We've taken on the ghillie suit, the trousers, and we've coloured ourselves white overall, and we've obviously already got the white camo on the HTI as well. So this is the completed suit. This is what we get for completing all of the challenges when it is associated to the Yeti. I hope that you've enjoyed this, and I hope that this video has helped you obviously discover this, complete it, and get this suit for yourself. My name has been Seven, also known as Martin Wood. A like and comment on all that you love. I'll see you in a future video. Thanks for watching.